Tapping in, yo. Yeah, I'm saying, you know what I mean? This is good news to me right here. Because I surely was a little upset, like when I heard about, they trying to say C's, saying shit about, endorsing Camilla. I'm saying, see, don't get into that shit. And right now, he's saying, she shut that shit down. Caitlin Clark refuses to play politics, right? She shut down media, right? So let's hear this because I'm like, that's what I want to hear. See, just play ball and do your thing. You get caught up in all that bullshit. Just do your thing, and you know what I'm saying. Fuck that. So let's hear it. Into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no holds barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Caitlin Clark and this non-endorsement of Kamala Harris. Now, she did like a post of Taylor Swift endorsing Kamala Harris, but it should be noted when the media tried to ask her for her actual political affiliation / leanings, she was like, nah, we're not going down that road. People should get out and vote, and they should vote for whoever they want to after they do their research.
That's right, see.
That's a pretty smart way to go, I think. Right? Now, it should be noted, Caitlin Clark is a big Taylor Swift fan, and she is a massive Kansas City Chiefs fan, and we know Taylor Swift is what? Dating Travis Kelce. It didn't surprise me that she liked Taylor Swift's post. In fact, I kind of wonder if she doesn't like every single Taylor Swift post that ever comes out. But I thought it was rather interesting because these days, when you have a non-endorsement, I mean, let's be honest, all right? With all the shit that she has taken from these WNBA players who, for the most part, we know, by and large, they're all supporting the radical left and Kamala Harris. Her endorsing Kamala Harris would do nothing but help her in that league when it comes to her.
She don't need their help. Fuck them bitches.
She did not do that.
Right. Fuck them bitches. Right?
She don't got to do none of that shit. Jordan-like.
Bitches ain't nobody. She the boss.
She was buying sneakers too. But she did not give an endorsement of Kamala Harris, and she took a much...
Pause real quick. Right, she don't fuck the bitches. She don't need not near one of them. But her teammates, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them. She the boss. She richer than all them bitches in that motherfucker. She richer than all them in that motherfucking league already. So fuck off. They can kiss her ass and all I give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? See, you fucking do that shit because none of them bitches. You do you. Fuck them.
More different route than we know most of the players in this league would take. To be honest with you, she decided to not get into politics.
Right.
Is what she did, basically, right? And I think that's sort of what most of us want to hear is,
hey, what I want to hear.
Who you want to. You do your research. You do you. And I'm good with that, that's frankly. Right? I mean, in fact, when you hear a non-endorsement, kind of makes you wonder if she voted for Trump. But, I don't know that, right? So who knows, right? Just because she liked the post, she's a self-admitted Taylor fan, right? Clark's Instagram activity sparked news early Wednesday after Clark liked Taylor Swift's Instagram post endorsing Kamala Harris as president. By the way, we will look at some fan reaction to this, all right? Taylor Swift's endorsement came right after ABC's network's disappointing presidential debate, and non-Swifties were quick to point out that the lack of tact on display by Swift, who at one point seemed apolitical, but is now fully supportive of Kamala Harris for president, when she supported Biden too. Ahead of Wednesday's matchup against the Las Vegas Aces, Clark was questioned about liking Swift's Instagram post by USA Today's Christine Brennan. Brennan's track record as a biased columnist, consistently harping on sexism, implied that the conversation would inevitably steer Clark towards advocating for Kamala. So, in other words, the columnist asked a loaded question thinking that Caitlin Clark was about to slurp her some Kamala Harris. And it did not go that way. It didn't. Instead, the Indiana Fever rookie gave a balanced answer, saying she followed Swift's footsteps by using her platform to encourage fans to vote in November. Does that mean she's voting for Trump? Absolutely not. Harris seems like seems obvious as her top pick. But at least Caitlin Clark avoided deliberately bringing her politics into the limelight, which would inevitably alienate a large chunk of her fan base. Clark had an opportunity on Wednesday to show her support for Kamala, but she didn't take it. She added that she intended to encourage her fans to go out and vote in November. Clark was asked her opinion on Swift's endorsements of Kamala. She said, quote, "I think for myself, I have an amazing platform," Clark responded. So she did not give a yeah, I think that's really awesome. She did that. She didn't say that. Brennan's heart surely was broke at the sound of the uninterested Caitlin Clark. Quote, "So I think the biggest thing would be is to encourage people to register to vote. I think this is the second time I could vote in an election. That's the biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have. The same thing that Taylor did." Previously, New York Liberty Senator Breonna Stewart swore to help put Harris in office rather than Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump. Clark added, "I think continue to educate yourself on candidates that we have, policies they're supporting, and I think that's the biggest thing you can do. And that's what I would recommend to every single person that has an opportunity in our country." Then there's cases like Angel Reese, who surprisingly avoided in answering an endorsement question related to Kamala Harris back in August. Yeah, I will say that. She actually did not endorse Kamala either, which was pretty shocking, to be honest with you. And I'm talking about Angel Reese because, well, I think her fan base would be largely Kamala supporters. And Clay Travis did say this. Caitlin Clark is asked if she will be endorsing Kamala by sports media members. She declines to answer. He encourages everyone to register to vote and do their own research. Feels a big in conjunction with Mahomes earlier, athletes not taking sides. Jordan-esque. And, of course, he brings up LeBron down here because we know how LeBron went. LeBron went full-blown left-winger. And he lost a shit ton of fans because of it.
He don't give a fuck. He's a billionaire.
Response, she's a role model. That's why we love her. Good for her. Leftist reporters trying to bully everyone for Kamala Harris. I guarantee you that reporter was like, "Wait a minute, you didn't just blatantly, endorse Kamala right here on this platform?" I can only imagine this reporter's face when she got people ought to do their own research, make their own choices. But I tell you what I like about this, all right? Because I'm going to be honest. I figured she was probably going to support Kamala, right out of college, kind of in that university mindset.
CeCe way smarter than that. I ain't figured that.
But she didn't.
I knew CeCe was smarter than that.
Nor did she push anybody to vote for anybody.
I knew CeCe was the real deal.
That's a smart way of going about your business. Like, at least she's got a mind for business, and that's pretty good. If someone doesn't openly come out and endorse Kamala, I think it's safe to assume they're voting for Trump. That is a thought, too. All right? And I've seen a lot of people say that.
And it's her prerogative to do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
It should be. Why disenfranchise a large base of your fans?
Right. We don't do that.
By the way,
you have your own opinion, and you choose for yourself, and you keep it to yourself.
At all. Seriously. Yes, she liked that post. Everybody knows it. I get that. CeCe's being a big Chiefs fan. Pure class here. I think that's got a lot to do with it. I mean, she's a self-proclaimed Swiftie. David Portnoy is too. Of course, the owner of Barstool, and this is what he said. "I'm voting the other way, but to each its own." I get that. Okay.
Right. To each his own.
She's a class act, impressive young lady.
She is.
I like her.
That's right.
Seriously. I don't know. I didn't lose my mind over this. at all. I don't see it as an endorsement of Kamala. I don't see it as an endorsement of Trump.
Me neither.
If you don't want to blatantly come out and say, hey, I'm endorsing this candidate, blah, 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 that's pretty good business, frankly. Staying neutral in all of it, I get that. I mean, you guys know where I'm voting. Obviously, right? But I talk politics for a living, too. It is what it is. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Who's she voting for? I don't know, and I don't care.
That's
to
right.
Be honest,
I don't either.
She decided to not get political. LeBron could have learned something from that, frankly. Some of her WNBA players could learn something from that, frankly. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
That's where he went left. He talking about. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody to each his own. To each his own. That's what them brothers want to do, though. You know what I'm saying? Shoot them down because they want to stand up for some shit that they believe in. I'm not knocking nobody for nothing. I'm just saying to each his own, and I feel like that should be your private business if you want it private. If you want to be all out there about who you vote for, whatever, then that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? All that shit right there, that's to me how I go. Like him, LeBron's a fucking billionaire, man. Let me, say that. LeBron's the fucking man. He's loved all over the fucking world. You see the people all over the world when he's just out there Olympics love. So he don't have to learn nothing from C. C is doing her. LeBron's doing him. You know what I mean? If anything, they gotta learn that's not it from each other. So stop. He always gotta go weird. That's why I'm saying me and him, have these. But for the most part, what he just was doing, I was on it. You know what I mean? Right. See, you know what I mean? Stay out that shit. So, that's my feelings on that, man. Yeah, I want to hear that. So, I like what she doing. I like how she doing it. Love it. Y'all let me know. You know what I mean? Y'all hit me, man. Y'all tap in the comments. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Do it for me, man. I'm going to get this labby, so I can go ahead and start trying to. Man, look at doing some of them thumbnails. It look real hard to me. I hope I can get it good for y'all. I'm gonna do my best. So anyway, y'all stay ready, man. I tap back, boy.